If you are tired of trying, it's okay. You've carried more than most will ever understand. You've stayed strong when everything around you was falling apart. You've shown up every day, even when you didn't feel like it. That strength deserves to be seen. That pain deserves to be heard. You're not weak for needing rest, you're human. You're not broken for feeling overwhelmed. Your effort is not invisible, it matters. So before you give up, let's take a moment together. You've probably heard "keep going" 1,000 times. But no one asked how heavy your journey has been. No one sees the late nights filled with doubt. The days where a smile is a mask. The moments where you almost gave up, but didn't. You deserve a voice that says, you've done enough for today. A voice that says, you matter, even without progress. Before we talk about moving forward, let's pause and breathe. Let this moment be one of understanding. Let this story remind you that you're not alone. Once upon a time, there was a boy named Liam. Liam was a dreamer who carried quiet hopes in his heart. But life kept handing him losses, rejections, failures, and setbacks. He tried to stay strong, wearing his courage like armor. Each day, he pushed through school, work, and expectations. But every night, he lay awake, wondering if trying still mattered. He never told anyone how close he was to giving up. Because everyone thought he was doing just fine. Liam felt invisible in a world full of noise. Still, he woke up each morning and tried again. One day, everything hit at once. A failed exam. A lost opportunity. A missed phone call that mattered. Liam sat in silence, staring at the wall, numb. It felt like the world was shrinking. No one checked in. No one noticed. And for a moment, he believed the lie, maybe I don't matter. He walked for hours, trying to escape his own thoughts. The city lights blurred like tears. He stopped at a quiet park bench, exhausted. And let the stillness hold his pain. A stranger sat beside him, a silent, kind, present. No advice. No judgment. Just quiet company. They simply said, you look like you're carrying too much. Liam nodded, unable to speak, but everything inside him cracked. That small moment of connection lit a spark. Someone saw him, not his grades, not his mistakes, but him. And that was enough to make him stay. He realized he didn't need answers, just support. Not perfection, just presence. It was the first night he fell asleep without tears. Liam didn't become fearless overnight. But he started writing again. He picked up small habits, walks, journaling, laughing again. He allowed himself to fail without shame. He forgave himself for not being perfect. He let go of needing everyone to understand. And he built quiet strength, one choice at a time. The boy who once thought of disappearing began to reappear. He became someone who could now sit beside others in their pain. Because he knew what it meant to be seen. Liam created something beautiful from his pain. Not for validation, but for healing. He spoke softly, helped freely, and smiled more. He wasn't the loudest in the room, but he listened best. People came to him not because he was perfect, but because he was real. He carried scars, but also stories. And in time, those stories gave others hope. He still had bad days, but now he had light too. And that made all the difference. Trying doesn't mean running. Sometimes trying looks like resting. Sometimes it means saying I need help. It's choosing not to give up on yourself, even when everything tells you to. You don't need to earn love by suffering. You already matter, just by existing. Liam's story isn't rare. It lives in so many quiet hearts like yours. You're not behind. You're becoming. Give yourself permission to breathe. If you're still here, that means you're strong. Not because you never broke down, but because you always got back up. This world needs people like you. Soft hearts. Quiet fighters. Your journey doesn't need to look like anyone else's. It just needs to be honest. Rest if you must, cry if you need. But please, don't give up. You're worth the effort. You always have been. If this touched something inside you, let it breathe. You never know who needs this message next. Maybe a friend. Maybe a stranger. But one share could make a difference. Like this video if it sat with your heart for a moment. Subscribe if you want more moments like this. Comment your story, we're listening. Let's build a place where quiet voices are heard. A place where healing is slow, but real. Thank you for being here.